Hi everyone, welcome. The new episode of Peter's English podcast has been started. I'm your host Peter, yes, and I'm going to read you the official slogan of Peter's English podcast, my jingle. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Yes, I'm glad to see you. And this is my peep picture in picture mode episode. And in this picture in picture mode episode, I want uh, to teach you. Thanks for study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot because this kind of very popular episodes are titled "Learn English with Peter," and in this peep mode episode, I want to chat with study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot. It would be funny, and in the end, I want to read you AI generated story about this kind of English grammar. And in this episode, I want to talk about verbs that use preposition that cannot be changed. Let's start. Okay, everything is working, and we can start in a minute. Action. This is the oh yes, we can start. Action. You have to wait. Okay, F5. Action. And we're and we're rolling, Peter. Study and learn mode on. But remember, in study mode, I never just lecture. We build the knowledge together step by step. Let's start with one small idea so your brain warms up gently. First key idea. Some English verbs always use one specific preposition. We can't change it because the meaning is fixed. Example, depend on. You can't say depend from or depend at. Only depend on works. Before we go deeper, I want to check something with you. Just one small question. When you hear the verb depend, what do you think it means? Okay. Yes, yes, people, don't worry. I'm not scared of this live stream. We can continue. When you hear the verb depend, what do you think it means? Uh, I know what it means, of course. Uh, it means that um, I have to do. How to explain? It means that I have to do something that um, we found it. No. It means that uh, that Peter uh, hmm, how to explain it? It depends on hmm. Before we go, it depends on hmm. How can we explain this? When you hear the verb depend, what do you think it means? Okay, I don't know. I don't do. Wait a minute. No, I don't know. It means that we found me something something is not possible. Yeah, I think so. We can continue. Okay, F5. It means that without me, something is not possible. Great, Peter. That's a strong starting idea, and we can build on it step by step. Study mode on one idea at a time. Let's refine your understanding. You said it means that without me, something is not possible. That's actually very close to the meaning on depend on. You're thinking in the right direction. Let's shape it a bit more clearly. Depend on means something is influenced by another thing. The result changes because of that thing. Example, our plants depend on the weather. If the weather changes, the plants change. My progress depends on practice. If I practice more, I improve more. Your idea, without me something is not possible, is a good instinct. It shows you understand the connection. Quick question for you. Which sentence sounds correct to you? It depends. Is of course A. Depends on the time. Okay, can continue. A. Exactly, Peter. A is correct, and you answer fast, which tells me your instinct is already strong. Study mode next small step. Why depend on is correct? Because on is the fixed preposition for this verb. Native speakers don't think about it. It just sounds right to them. Your brain is starting to feel that too. Mini check. Let's try another one, very similar. Which one sounds correct? It belongs to me. It belongs at me. Is of course A. Easy. Okay. F5. A. Perfect, Peter. Perfect again. A is correct. Your instinct for these fixed prepositions is already strong. Study mode, next tiny step. One idea at a time, no rush. Why belong to is correct. Because to is the only preposition that works with belong. It shows ownership or connection. Examples: this phone belongs to me. The keys belong to my neighbor. The dragon machine belongs to your factory. You can't say belong at or belong in. They sound wrong to native speakers. Your next small challenge. Let's test another common one. Which sentence sounds correct? I'm looking for. Yes, of course, A. To wait. 5. A. Exactly, Peter. A is correct. Your instinct for these fixed prepositions is really solid. And because we're in study mode, we keep going step by step, one idea at a time. Next tiny step coming. Why look for is correct? Because look for means search. You're trying to find something. Examples: I'm looking for my keys. She's looking for her phone. We're looking for a new idea for the podcast. If you say look to, the meaning changes completely. It becomes respect or expect guidance. So, so your answer was perfect. Your next small challenge. Let's try another pair that many learners confuse. Which one sounds correct? We talked about, we talked for your for our plans about, of course. You have to wait. Okay. 5. A. Exactly, Peter. A is correct again. You're on a perfect streak. Streak, maybe. And because we're in study mode, we keep moving one small step at a time. Next tiny idea coming. Why talk about is correct? Because about introduces the topic of the conversation. Examples: we talked about Easter. They talked about their plans. She talked about her homework. If you say talk for, the meaning changes completely. It becomes speak or behalf of someone. So your instinct is working beautifully. Your next small challenge. Let's try another very common one. Which sentence sounds correct? Yes, of course, A. I'm listening to a podcast. This was easy. You have to wait. 5. A. Perfect again, Peter. A is correct. Your pattern recognition is excellent. And because we're in study mode, we keep going slowly, step by step, building the grammar in your brain like Lego bricks. Next tiny step coming. Why listen to is correct? Because listen always needs a direction. You listen to something. Examples: I listen to podcasts. She listens to music. We listen to our teacher. If you say listen on, it sounds like you're talking about a device. Like I listen on my phone, not the action. So your instinct is exactly right. Your next small challenge. Let's try another very common one. Which sentence sounds correct? She apologized for being late. She apologized about being late. For. Not sure, but we can write A. You have to wait. Okay, F5. A. Exactly, Peter. A is correct again. You answered with perfect consistency, and that tells me your brain is already building a strong internal map of these fixed prepositions. Study mode, next tiny step. One idea at a time, no rush. Why apologize for is correct, because for introduces the reason for the apology. Examples: she apologized for being late. I apologize for the mistake. They apologize for the noise. If you say apologize about, it's not wrong in every situation, but is not used for actions. It's used for topics like I'm sorry about your loss. I'm sorry about the situation, but for actions always for, and you choose correctly. Your next small challenge. Let's try another classic one. Many learners mix these two. Which sentence sounds correct? He laughed at A, of course. We have to wait. 5. A. Exactly, Peter. A is correct. You're choosing this with total confidence now. Your brain is clearly recognizing the sound of correct English. Study mode, next tiny step, thanks to my English teacher, of course. One idea at a time, always building on what you already know. Why laugh at is correct? Because laugh at means someone finds something funny. Examples: he laughed at my joke. They laughed at the situation. We laughed at the movie. If you say laugh on, it doesn't work. It sounds like you're physically sitting on the top of the joke. So your instinct is perfect. Your next small challenge. Let's try let's try one more common fixed preposition. Which sentence sounds correct? I'm dreaming of living in London. I'm dreaming about. Oh, I think. Okay, we have to leave. Okay, F5. A. Excellent again, Peter. A is correct. And now we slow down for the next for the next step, because this pair is special. Study mode, one idea at a time. Why dream of is correct. Dream of. Imagine something you want in the future. It's about hopes, wishes, fantasies. Examples: I dream of living in London. She dreams of becoming a pilot. They dream of traveling the world. It's emotional, imaginative, long term. But there's the interesting part. Dream about also exists, but the meaning is different. Dream about means what you see when you sleep. Dream of your goals, your wishes. So, I dream of living in London. A wish, a goal. I dreamed about a giant robot last night. A sleeping dream. You choose A, which fits the meaning of your sentence. Your next small step. Let's continue building your grammar map. Which one sounds correct? I'm waiting for is of course A. I'm waiting for. To wait. But I think that Copilot has a little problems again. Yes, it has. To wait, people. You have to wait again. Okay, here is the answer. A. Perfect again, Peter. A is correct. And because we're in study mode, we keep going step by step, one idea at a time. Next tiny idea loading. Why you wait for is correct. Because wait for means you expect something or someone to arrive. Examples. I'm waiting for the bus. She's waiting for her friend. We're waiting for the live stream to start. If you say wait on, the meaning changes completely. It means to serve someone, like a waiter in a restaurant. So your instinct is perfect again. Your next small challenge. Let's test another pair that learners often confuse. Which sentence sounds correct? I'm thinking about my plans. I'm thinking of my plans. About, hey. Aha, I'm thinking about my plans. Yes, of course it's A. Hey, yes, yes, okay. F5. A. Excellent. Again, Peter. A is correct. And now we slow down because this pair is interesting and useful. Study mode, one idea at a time. What I think about is correct here. Think about, focus on a topic, consider it, reflect on it. Examples. I'm thinking about my plans. She's thinking about moving abroad. We're thinking about the live stream. Is the most common form when you talk about ideas, plans, decisions. But think of also exists and it has a slightly different meaning. Think of to imagine something quickly, to remember something, to give an opinion, to suggest an idea. Examples. When you think of London, what comes to mind? Can you think of a good title for the episode? I can't think of anything right now. So, think about means deeper thinking. Think of means quick ideas, opinions, memories. You choose A, which fits your sentence perfectly. Your next small challenge. Oh, wait a minute. We are streaming for 18 minutes now. We can continue. Your next small challenge. Let's continue building your grammar map step by step. Which sentence sounds correct? I'm afraid of spiders. A. You have to wait. 5. A. Perfect again, Peter. A is correct. Your accuracy is extremely consistent now. Because we're in study mode, we keep building the grammar map slowly, one idea at a time. Next tiny idea coming. Why afraid of is correct, because afraid of shows the thing that causes fear. Examples. I'm afraid of spiders. She's afraid of heights. They're afraid of the dark. If you say afraid from, it sounds wrong. English simply doesn't use that structure. So your instinct is working perfectly as usual. Your next small challenge. Let's continue with another very common fixed preposition. Which sentence sounds correct? I'm good at. I'm thinking that it's A, not B. I'm good in English. At English. Yeah. Okay. F5. A. Exactly, Peter. A is correct again. Your accuracy is now machine level, but with human charm. And because we're in study mode, we keep going one small step at a time. Next tiny idea coming. Why good at is correct? Because good at shows skill or ability. Examples. I'm good at English. She's good at cooking. They're good at football. If you say good in, it only works in very specific contexts like he is good in class, she's good in stressful situations, but for skills, always at. And you chose perfectly. Your next small challenge, I think the last one. Let's continue building your grammar map. Which sentence sounds correct? I'm interested in, yes, of course, A. Okay, I know this. This is the end, I think. F5, A. Perfect, Peter. Perfect again, Peter. A is correct. Your accuracy is now so stable that we can start adding slightly more complex structures soon. But we stay in study mode, so we move on one small step at a time. Next tiny idea coming. Why interested in is correct? Because interested in shows the topic of activity that attracts your attention. Examples: I'm interested in learning English. She's interested in history. They're interested in your podcast. So if you say interested on, it sounds unnatural. English simply doesn't use that combination. So instinct is perfect again. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Okay. Oh, oh no! Wait, what have I done? Okay, we are back. We are back. Yes, we are. Okay. Now, uh, that's it for today. Create a 500 word story inspired by my novel Viera Diary. Use a lot of wild and funny dialogues. Don't use my personal life or my job. Use today's English grammar. And we have to wait for the bedtime story and let's go sleep. Okay, we have to wait. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 I'm sorry. Yes, search. What? Wait a minute, people. Mode to smart. Do this story, please. Okay, we have to wait. Now we people have to wait for the 500 word story. And we can end this live stream because it's the right time to end it. Wait a minute. Still have, yes, here is F5. Okay, here is. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Let's start. Now, people, I want to read you funny 500 word story created and generated by Microsoft Copilot, and I want to teach you how you can use today's English grammar in real English story. I'm going to read you this story that was only inspired by my novel, Viera Diary. It was created by Microsoft Copilot. Let's start. Okay, can you see it? Yes, you can. Let's start. Absolutely, Peter. Smart mode activated, creative limits unlocked. Here comes your 500 word, wild, funny, chaotic, Viera inspired story with fresh English grammar, no personal life references, and plenty of dialogue. Viera the Vampire Girl, the case of the confused tourists. Approximate 500 words. The vampire forest was unusually loud that night, not because of monsters, but because of humans, specifically a group of tourists who had wandered through an accidentally open portal and were now arguing with a tree. Excuse me, one woman shouted. Does this tree speak English? The tree, offended, rustled its leaves dramatically. Viera arrived first, kept swirling like she had practiced the movie to move in the front of a mirror. Behind the stumbled Glimp, the goblin holding a smoothie, and Batu, a giant bat wearing sunglasses even though it was midnight. Viera sighed. Okay, who left the portal open? Glimp raised his hand. Technically, it wasn't open, it was unlocked. That's the same thing, not in goblin law. Before Viera could argue, one of the tourists spotted her. Oh my gosh! The tourist squealed. Are you part of the Halloween attraction? Viera blinked. Attraction? I'm a vampire. That's adorable, the tourist said, patting her head like she was a small dog. Viera hissed. Do not pet the vampire. Batu swooped down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the forest. Please remain calm. Please do not feed the werewolves. They are on a diet. A man raised his hand. Excuse me? Where's the gift shop? This is a supernatural dimension, Viera said. We don't have gift shops. The man gasped. No fridge magnets. Glimp whispered to Viera. Should we tell them about the cursed souvenir hut? No, Viera whispered back. Last time someone bought a mug, it tried to buy them. The tourists began taking selfies with everything, trees, rocks, and confused troll who had just woken up from a nap. Stop photographing the troll, Viera shouted. He charges for that. The troll grunted. 5 coins per selfie. 10 if you want me to smile. One tourist approached Viera again. Miss, can you take a group of photos of us? Viera stared at the phone. I don't appear in photos. Oh, the tourist said. Is it because of the lightning? No, because I'm vampire. Right. Method acting. I respect that. Batu flapped his wings. Viera, we need to get them home before they start hugging the carnivore's plants again. Too late. A woman was already petting one. It's so cute. It's like a green puppy. The plant growled. Viera sprinted over. Ma'am, please step away from the murder flower. Finally, after 30 minutes of chaos, Viera managed to herd the tourists back toward the portal like a frustrated babysitter. Thank you for visiting, Batu said politely. Please leave a review, preferably a positive one. One tourist waved. We'll be back next year. Viera froze. No, you won't. But the portal closed before she could explain. Glimp sipped his movie. Well, that went better than expected. Viera rubbed her temples. Next time, we're installing a lock, a real one, with a password. Batu nodded. Agreed. Something strong, something secure. Glimp grinned. How about smoothie? 1, 2, 3. Viera groaned. We're doomed. Okay, people, that's it. I've been streaming for 40 minutes now, and I'm so tired that I'm decided to end this live stream, but I want to wait until 40 minutes as usual. I can tell you thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Yes, Peter, thank you for listening. I don't know what listening means, but I can explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please follow me everywhere. And okay, That's it, people. 30 minutes is done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening and everything. And I want to tell you, bye bye.